If you think the midsize truck game has already peaked, think again, because today we're looking at something that's ready to flip the entire segment upside down. This is the 2027 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck, and trust me, this isn't just another update. This feels like a complete transformation. The big question is, has Toyota just built the ultimate pickup, or is it all hype? Stick around, because this one might surprise you. Let's start right where a real truck proves itself, the back. The rear of the 2027 Toyota Tacoma looks wide, aggressive, and seriously confident. Those redesigned LED taillights stretch outward, giving it a planted stance that instantly grabs attention. And the tailgate? Solid. You could literally use it as a workbench without thinking twice. Toyota clearly had real-world use in mind here. The bed is deep, tough, and built for actual work, not just looks. Whether you're loading up construction tools, camping gear, or even dirt bikes for a weekend escape, this truck feels ready for anything. Compared to rivals like the Ford Ranger or Chevy Colorado, the Tacoma's bed feels more functional and purpose-driven rather than flashy. Let me ask you this: how many trucks actually make you excited just by looking at the tailgate? Now, moving over to the left side, and this is where the Tacoma's personality really starts to shine. The body lines are sharp, athletic, and almost give off a performance SUV vibe, but wrapped in a pickup's body. The flared fenders add that muscular stance, making it look like it's always ready for action. It sits on aggressive wheels that scream off-road capability, and the ride height feels perfectly balanced, not too tall, not too low. Compared to something like the Nissan Frontier, this feels more modern, more bold, and honestly, more exciting. It gives off that vibe like you could finish your workday and then head straight to the mountains without hesitation. So tell me, would you actually take this off-road, or would you keep it clean just to flex in the city? Now shifting to the right side, and you really start to appreciate the design consistency. Everything flows perfectly, from the sculpted doors to the strong shoulder line that runs across the entire body. It doesn't feel like different parts put together. It feels like one complete design. Toyota clearly wanted this truck to not only compete with the Ranger and Colorado, but also edge closer to full-size trucks like the F-150 in terms of presence. From certain angles, it actually looks bigger than it is, and that's smart, because in this segment, road presence matters a lot. When you pull up next to other trucks, do you want to blend in or stand out? Now let's step inside, because this is where things get really interesting. If you still think pickup interiors are basic and boring, the 2027 Toyota Tacoma is here to change your mind completely. The cabin feels modern, tech-packed, and surprisingly premium. Right in the center, you get a massive touchscreen that dominates the dashboard. It's smooth, responsive, and loaded with features: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation, multiple camera views. It's all there. The materials? Way better than you'd expect. Soft touch surfaces, clean stitching, and sporty seats that actually hug you comfortably. You don't feel like you're in a basic work truck anymore. You feel like you're in something built for both comfort and performance. Compared to older Tacoma models, this is a huge leap forward. Even when you stack it against competitors, it holds its ground easily. The driving position is commanding. You sit high, visibility is excellent, and everything feels within reach. It's the kind of cabin where long drives don't feel tiring. So here's something I want to know. Would you actually choose this over a luxury SUV for daily driving? Now, let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where things get seriously exciting. The 2027 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck comes with a powerful engine setup that completely changes expectations. You're looking at a twin turbocharged V6 pushing out massive power, numbers that you wouldn't normally expect from a mid-sized truck. We're talking performance that feels closer to a sports vehicle than a traditional pickup. Acceleration is quick, aggressive, and surprisingly smooth. Pair that with a refined automatic transmission and a capable all-wheel drive system, and this truck feels confident in every situation. Whether you're cruising on the highway, tackling rough off-road trails, or driving through challenging weather conditions, the Tacoma feels stable and controlled. And that's the key. It's not just about raw power, it's about how usable that power is. Compared to competitors like the Ranger Raptor or even some V8 trucks, this setup feels more refined while still being incredibly strong. Let me throw this question at you. Do you think a pickup truck should be this fast, or is this going too far? What makes it even more impressive is that it doesn't sacrifice practicality. You can still tow, haul, and handle tough jobs without any issues. It's not forcing you to choose between performance and functionality. You get both. And that's something very few trucks manage to balance this well. Imagine owning a truck that can handle your daily work and still surprise sports cars at a traffic light. Sounds crazy, right? Now let's talk about the price, because that's where things get real. While exact numbers can vary depending on trims and options, the 2027 Tacoma is expected to sit in the premium range for mid-sized trucks. But when you look at what you're getting, the performance, the technology, the upgraded interior, and Toyota's reliability, it starts to make sense. This isn't just a truck you're buying, it's a complete package. And let's be honest, Toyota has built a reputation over decades. These trucks are known for lasting long, handling tough conditions, and maintaining their value. Whether it's high mileage or rough environments, Tacoma has always been a name people trust. That reliability alone gives it an edge over many competitors. So here's a real question. When you're spending this kind of money, what matters more to you, performance or long-term reliability? So now, the final verdict. The 2027 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck isn't just an upgrade, it's a statement. It combines aggressive styling, modern technology, serious performance, and everyday practicality into one bold package. It goes head-to-head with trucks like the Ford Ranger, Chevy Colorado, and Nissan Frontier. And in many ways, it even pushes beyond them. It's powerful enough for enthusiasts, practical enough for work, and comfortable enough for daily driving. Is it more powerful than most people actually need? Probably. But is that a bad thing? Not at all. Because sometimes it's not about what you need. It's about what you want to drive every single day. Now I want to hear from you. Would you pick the 2027 Toyota Tacoma over its rivals? Would you take it off-road, use it for work, or just enjoy it as a daily driver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing car reviews. This is GMJ Drives, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.